What's going on, guys? Greg Bear here of Greg's Halfling Garden channel, and in today's video I just want to give you guys a quick 3-month update of how I'm doing with the Max Tapener. I know that video has gotten a lot of views. Well, a lot of views for me, not for other people. It's got like 100 views on it, which is a lot for my channel. I'm a pretty small channel, but yeah, I just want to talk about how it's going, how I feel about it, because my last video I talked about it and I absolutely loved it. So just want to talk about any flaws it has or any really good redeeming qualities it has. So with that being said, roll the intro. So for those of you who don't know what the Max Tapener is, maybe just clicked on this video for the heck of it. This is an automatic trellis plant tying tool. It's an amazing tool, and let's just skip to the chase here. I absolutely love this thing. 3 months later, I'm still amazed by how well this thing works. I could easily spend, 20 or 30 bucks a year just buying zip ties and plant ties, but with this, cost is way down. The initial expense on this is going to be a little high. It's like 75 bucks for the tool. You got, I think, $3 for a box of like 5,000 staples, and then the tape rolls themselves only run, I think, less than $5 for, it's got to be like 500 feet maybe, depending on which thickness you want to get. There's different mill thicknesses you can get based on what you're growing. Like if you want to grow heavy things like pumpkins or anything and trellis those up, you want something heavier. I'm just growing tomatoes, so I went with like a mid-weight poly, and I don't know which one it is honestly, but it's working really great. So I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration how this thing works for those of you who don't know, and prepare to be amazed. And here we are. This is my big garden. I've probably got nearly 200 tomato plants and offshoots in here now. Some of them are tipping 5 feet. I'm zone 5B, so that's really good for me right now. I've already picked 2 tomatoes and a couple cucumbers. My zucchinis are probably coming in next week. This has been one heck of a great year. It was about 90 degrees out today. Everything is growing really good. So when everything goes really good, of course, these tomatoes tend to grow wild, and I gotta control them. Last year I was using these 4-inch zip ties from Harbor Freight, which, I mean, they only run like $1 for a pack of like 100, but who wants to sit in here and individually zip tie everything? I don't anymore. That's why I bought this tool. So I already loaded it up with the ribbon on here, so I'll just give you a quick example. Hopefully I can do this one hand. Like I said in past videos, this is how I trellis my tomatoes. I have my big T-posts here, and I run really heavy gauge fishing line in between them, and then trellis the tomatoes right up to the fishing line like that. I know some people will run like a pole across here and run individual lines to each one and then kind of braid the plant up that, but it was just not time feasible for me to do that in here with so many tomatoes and so little space. So this is how I roll in here. So we've got a nice little tomato shoot here, and ribbon's already loaded up, so just go around like this. Boom. Amazing. And of course you can do it tighter if you want. I'm just always afraid the blade's gonna nick this fishing line and then break it, and then I have to restring this whole thing across. So let me show you again. Maybe I'll even show you how to load this thing with staples and everything. But so there's a little hook right in here. Camera probably won't focus. Nope. But this hook is going to come down. It's going to catch this ribbon right here. Click like that and pull it back out. And that's that. Let me see if I can grab this one here. Doing this one-handed. Got the camera in one hand and the paper in the other. Nope. Got to find an easier one here. Here we are. Nice, easy right here. Boom. Like so. Yeah. So my rows in here, they're probably about 30 to 40 feet. Like I said, I probably got about 200 plants in here. So before I could be spending, like an hour in here with zip ties doing all this work, but now with the Max Tapener, I can probably cut that down to 15 or 20 minutes tops in here. And I'm going to estimate I've probably used 500 staples in here so far, using this thing for a couple months now as the plants have grown up. And it's only jammed up twice, and it was in the same day. I think it was just a bad roll of staples. So this thing works amazing. I know there are other ones on eBay and stuff that are like $27 to $30, and you might be tempted to buy those, but definitely read your reviews and watch my video. Of course, you do not want to even bother with those. As people say, they spend more time trying to unjam those things than they do actually using the things. This thing is engineered so well. And this is the Max Tapener HR2. This is the second version. The first version had a lot more metal on it, which you would think would be good, but it's actually not. They engineered this one to be lighter, but the plastic they use is actually stronger than the metal because how they engineered it. So, you know, I have no complaints about it. It's also a lot lighter weight too. It's got metal where it needs to be and plastic where it needs to be, so it's pretty awesome. Let me just open this tape reel up here if I can do it. Oh yeah, about 2.5–3 months now I've been using this, so I'm about 3/4 of the way through a tape roll, which cost me about $3 or $4. No big deal. Oh yeah, the replacement blades for these, I think they run about 10, so that's probably the most expensive thing you're gonna have to purchase once you buy the actual machine, which is the $75 to $80. I got this off, I think, Amazon through A.M. Leonard's catalog. You can do either way, it's the same price. I just like to go through Amazon because it's easier, because I already have my credit cards logged in and everything like that. But yeah, it's pretty simple. You just feed this tape right through here. Let me see if I get this open. Yep, just feed the tape all the way down here, and then it loops right around here, and you got these 2 prongs, and it goes straight through there, and that's it for feeding the tape in. Close this back up. And staples, you got this thumb grip on the back here. You press that, push it back. Mine's already preloaded with a lot of staples, and there we are, staples in there. If you've ever used a staple gun, it's pretty much the same concept. And these are not staples you can get anywhere, like at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, or anything like that. They're a very special staple. Hard to tell in person, but these are probably almost half the size of your normal staple you'd get in like a office staple or even a hardware staple gun. They're very small, and they are really cheap though, honestly. Like 5,000 staples for $5. That'll last you a couple years easy, unless you have something huge. I mean, I'd say my garden's pretty above average for a home garden. This one's about pushing 20–30 feet wide by 40 feet long, and then I have another garden on the other side that's about 20 by 20 feet, and I'm sitting on about 1/3 of an acre in a suburban area. I've got a lot of fruit trees, grapevines, and all that stuff as well, so this thing does see a lot of use. Got a lot of cucumbers in here as well. I like to trellis up. Let's see, do one more for you guys. We'll find a good one. Yeah, these tomato plants right here, they are about up to my shoulders now, and I'm like 6 feet tall, so yeah, these things are pushing way over 5 feet now. All right, here's a good one. Just had a hailstorm in here too. Glad all the plants survived. Yeah, it's that easy. Once in a while the hook won't grab the ribbon, but it's just easy. You just pull the ribbon out a little more and the hook will grab it. Not too hard. Do one more. Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier to do this with 2 hands instead of 1, but gotta film this video as well. Final verdict on the Max Tapener H2R2. This is probably one of the most indispensable, valuable tools I've ever bought for my garden. I'd say it's more valuable than a freaking wheelbarrow at this point. Like, the amount of time this thing saves and the quality of work it does and the quality of the product itself is outstanding. You will not regret it, especially with grapevines, tomatoes, anything trellising, squash, pumpkin, yeah, even blackberries, raspberries, anything you need to tie up to a pole or anything. Yeah, if you just do like single bamboo poles with single stem tomatoes, you are all set with this instead of using twine or plant ties, because those like elastic Velcro plant ties, you are going to go through so many of those if you have a large garden like mine. This thing is out of this world amazing. I would definitely recommend this to anybody. Just getting past the initial cost, You just got to do it. You will not regret it. And with that being said, if you guys found this video informative, definitely consider subscribing to the Greg's Halfling family. Become one of my Halflings. If you want to stay in the know for all my future uploads, make sure to turn on the notification bell and make sure it's set to notifications on always. And of course, definitely consider giving this video a like, and I hope to see you guys all next adventure. Greg Bear out.